Today, we will cover who we are as a vendor at Celestix. We will discuss our A Series solution overview. We'll talk about upgrading your ADFS deployment and the steps involved in upgrading from ADFS 2 or 2.1 and augmenting that with our A Series solution. And then we'll wrap it up with our summary and next steps. So as an introduction, I am your speaker today, Benjamin Derr. I'm the Senior Sales Engineer from North America with Celestix Networks. I'm a Microsoft Certified Systems Engineer, System Administrator, and Information Technology Professional. I have 19 years of industry experience working really with core infrastructure and information security. My main skills really revolve, and my experience has been around the management of core infrastructure, things like Active Directory, systems management, data center management, and remote access solutions. At Celestix, we've been in business since 1999. First got our start really making purpose-built appliances for RSA Secure ID platforms, and from there have launched into a variety of different remote access platforms focused around VPN, application publishing, and technologies from Microsoft, including TMG, ISA Server, and the Unified Access Gateway solution. We're a worldwide company with presence in North America, in the San Jose area, United Kingdom, Singapore, and Japan. Currently, we have over 5,000 customers under active maintenance, supporting a wide variety of our platforms, from the Secure ID platforms in the legacy days to VPN, Radius, TMG, and ISA, and then our newer platforms and systems. From a global alliances perspective, we are Microsoft's largest OEM security hardware provider and have regular cadence with Microsoft as well as the major VARs in the industry. So with that, I'd like to talk a little bit about our A Series solution and how we integrate Office 365 and really make the ADFS experience much simpler to operate and much simpler to manage. For those of you that have seen some of our previous webinars, this will build on some of those foundational pieces. So our A Series is really around federated single sign-on services. So most people are aware that Microsoft Windows Server contains what we call Active Directory Federation services. We just simply build on top of that. So with our A Series, we will install and configure ADFS version 3.0. We can configure Office 365 to support federation natively instead of having you do your own integration and scenario there. We do the installation and configuration of directory sync for Office 365 and manage that process. And then we extend and enhance the monitoring and auditing capabilities of ADFS. From a flexible deployment architecture, we do have a software version for existing and new deployments. So if you already have ADFS 3 in your environment or are looking to do this in a virtual environment, we can definitely augment those. Or we do also offer a purpose-built appliance for your consumption and use there. The difference being is that we will provide the operating system and the hardening capabilities with Windows Server. Primarily, we really just want to integrate with your current infrastructure. So we don't want to make changes to your Active Directory, your network architecture, or scheme there. We're going to simply plug and play into what you already have in your investment in your data center today. Some of our bridge feature highlights, we really strive to do single sign-on from anywhere on any device. So your mobile platforms and anything really with a browser-based access. We simplify our Active Directory integration with Office 365. And as well, we can extend that out to other software as a service applications, PeopleSoft, Concur, time and expense applications, really any environment that you have a need to federate with. Our bridge infrastructure, we do oversight with reporting, monitoring, alerting on a web-based platform. So some of the benefits really of using our A Series or ADFS bridge is really we want to make it simple to deploy. We want to do quick integration into your current ADFS deployment. We don't want to replace what you have, especially if you're on a current platform, or if you're looking to upgrade, we just want to simply lay over on top of what you have. We can provide purpose-built hardware, and we do the quick and easy integration with Office 365. From an operations perspective, one of the challenges around ADFS is how do we know what is happening under the hood? How do we know what's happening in our key service state? Auditing capabilities, are users having trouble accessing? Are they getting denied attempts? Hey, what about rogue or terminated users? How do we know if they're simply trying to authenticate and what is their level of access? And making sure identity management processes are synchronized. As well as how do we integrate with what you already have investment in your data center today? And so we really strive to provide all these pieces in a very easy-to-use format. And then from a support perspective, obviously you have your technical experts on staff, but we also do provide 8x5 or 24x7 technical support for your ADFS environments. For those of you that have appliance form factors, we do next-day business hardware replacements. And as well, we have professional services available if you're looking to integrate with new applications, enhance what your current environment looks like, customizations and look and feel. We can support all those scenarios. Here's just a couple screenshots of our web management platform and our interface. I just want to point you to our key metric reporting on the left side there, so you get at a glance what's the service status. If you're integrated Office 365, what is the synchronization time, and then any connection graphs. So we can do add a chart reporting, what are our users authenticating, are they failing, and help to solve some of those issues that users may be experiencing there. And then on the right is our activity reporting or our audit trail. So we can see who was accessing, were they able to successfully authenticate, and then any error messages so we can help resolve those particular users. So let's talk a little bit about upgrading your ADFS environment. Current requirements are obviously you have to have ADFS 2 or 2.1 for your existing customers. Just from a numbering perspective, Windows Server 2008 or R2 is 2.0, and Server 2012 is 2.1. You need to have the provision servers for ADFS 3.0 roles. These would be Server 2012 R2, either virtual guests that you've marked for your ADFS environment, or our appliances. You'll need to export your current SSL certificates. There's a couple certificates involved with ADFS. Primarily, the one of most importance is the service channel certificate. This would be the web server certificate for the layman. You may have a public token signing or token encryption certificate. If those are publicly signed and not self-signed, then definitely we'll want to export of those. Or if they're issued from your internal CA, we'll definitely want to carry those forward to the future. We'll need some documentation of your ADFS service account password because we do want to leverage that same information. And we'll need your ADFS service name, the fully qualified domain name of your current ADFS environment. It may be, for example, sts.company.com, adfs.company.com, whatever that public name that users access when they get redirected to your ADFS environment. So let's take a little look at the upgrade process itself. Now, I do want to make a disclaimer that this is for simple environments. If you've done any customization to the ADFS environment, things such as graphics or custom code, branding, and things of that nature, you will want to bring these over manually as the export and import process does not handle these. So the upgrade process is as follows. You'll export the current configuration from your ADFS 2.0 or 2.1 farm using a PowerShell script, which I can in more detail in the next slide. You'll import your public SSL certificate into your new ADFS farm, or whatever servers you have there. You'll install the ADFS role and the A Series management portal, or if you have the appliance, we'll still configure the ADFS instance itself. You'll import your existing configuration, which will contain all your claim rules, relying party trusts, and things of that nature. And then you'll do your testing. And once you're satisfied that, yes, users are able to successfully authenticate, the token signing is working correctly, users are able to access their applications, then you will do your DNS cutover. And what that is really simply flipping the DNS records from pointing to your existing ADFS farm, both internally and externally, to your new farm. So let's take a look at the import and export process. Microsoft has graciously provided us with export and import scripts available to ease the process for us. So we won't have to document the claims and the party trusts and all the components for us. The script is available on the Server 2012 R2 media. So if you look at the media, it's under the root directory at support/ADFS. And there's two scripts there and a DLL and a subdirectory there. If you're not sure of what your Federation service name is or the ADFS service account, our script actually shows us this information. All you'll need is the password. Importing the configuration is pretty straightforward again. Use the import configuration PS1 script and again locate the same location, and that will be on the new service itself. So one of the questions comes around is, well, what about the proxies? If you're familiar with in version 2.0, 2.1, we have what we call ADFS proxies, which are typically non-domain joined machines, non-domain joined member servers that reside in a DMZ. And what these are is to really kind of separate the authentication from, and the external users from the internal ADFS farm, thereby protecting it. The same role still exists in Server 2012 R2. They're just now called Web Application Proxy, and it's available under the remote access role. Functions the exact same way. However, it does enhance functionality by providing a web application publishing platform, which is out of the scope for our webinar today. So really from a configuration perspective, once you have your internal ADFS farm, you'll simply install and configure the role. You'll install what we call our E Series management or Edge Series management portal, very akin to the A Series. Import your public certificate and add the web application proxy to the new farm. And then when you're done, you'll test and change your DNS records. So from a cutover perspective, you'll change your DNS records at that time of you've completed your testing and your external and internal DNS records to point to that new farm name. So just to wrap it up, I know we went through quite a bit. It's a pretty straightforward process. Really, it's just taking the export of what you have and importing it along with your current certificates. Our Celestix ADFS solutions, we do really try to make ADFS management simpler and provide more of a turnkey solution and enhance the reporting and auditing. If you have Office 365, you can migrate all your current infrastructure over to our A Series and handle everything from one solution. And again, if you have any custom code and graphics, those are a separate process to migrate over. For our ADFS, we provide that visual dashboard for monitoring and alerting, and it's browser-based. So not just IE specific, but if you're managing your environment through an iPad, for example, or you want to manage it from non-Internet Explorer systems, we provide all that easy access. And we also have an alerting engine as well. So from a what is going on perspective, you can get the messaging and actionable alerts so you can remediate your environment. And then as well, one call for your environment and for your support needs. We do have 8x5 or 24x7 global support, and we'll help support your environment, either via physical hardware or through the software version. From next step perspective, definitely we'd love to set up a call and talk with you one-on-one to explore a solution a little more and do some deeper discovery in your environment and see where we can assist you. For our evaluation, we have no-cost hardware evaluation. We also do offer limited software trials for our solution too. And then as well, we provide proof of concept assistance. So if you're evaluating our solution, we can help you get it set up and installed and help you through that process. I want to say thank you for your time today. I definitely appreciate you joining and listening to our webinar on how to upgrade your ADFS environment to our A Series solution. I hope you see some of the benefits, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you very much, and have a great day.